I think it is important to make school fun. And when school is fun, you don't get kids waking up in the morning and say, do I have to come to school again? So we embrace technology because it helps us make learning more engaging. I believe that when kids are engaged, when kids are interested, that's where learning takes place. So I think we do look at how the world has changed, and teaching cannot stay stagnant. So the teachers recognize the fact that they cannot teach the same way they were taught 10, 20 years ago, that they have to be very adaptive in their methods. And when they do that well, they know they are going to engage the kids. And when you engage the kids, that is where real learning takes place.
These days we know that technology is all over. Children have easy access to technology, information is readily available, and that is what needs to come into the classroom. So there's nothing wrong with teaching with a textbook and using all the old favoured methods that really work. But for learners who are going home and exploring their iPad or looking or browsing on the internet, for kids who are on Facebook, they're on Mixit, for kids who prefer ebooks, for kids who like their cell phones, and they all like their cell phones, somehow we need to distract them from those media that they are using and find a way to make learning sexy once again. So we just are reinventing the wheel.
The change from textbooks to tablets has really revolutionized our learning. This handy little goodie here.
21st century kid, so I'm all for technology, I'm all for internet. It makes lessons so much cooler. I mean, YouTube is like there, like just there while the teacher is explaining. You get to ask questions, you get to learn even more.
Tablets is bringing an affordable solution to our parents to give every learner access to every textbook that they might need. And not only do learners now have access to their textbooks, they have a media center on a 10-inch screen and can download apps to their heart's content. We replaced printed textbooks with ebooks, and ebooks are a fraction of the cost of printed textbooks. So if you do the math, parents paid about 1,500 to 2,000 Rand a year for printed textbooks, and now all we charge is 300 Rand e-license fee, so that all children have access to ebooks and resources and past papers and videos and incredible learning material.
Sondolo IT is a proudly South African company that renders a wide range of business services to its esteemed public and private sector clients. The solutions-driven service provider offers its clients fully customized electronic security solutions in a variety of fields. These services include secure care and high-risk facilities management, monitoring and armed response, biometric identification, software integration, information networking, as well as systems designed for technical services. The nature and scope of Sondolo IT's activities, combined with its unique products and services, have earned the company global recognition.
The Fezega High School Computer Center is situated in Fezega Secondary School in Gugulethu, Cape Town. Bosasa Sondolo IT started this project in partnership with the then Deputy President Baleka Mbete.
Fezega High School has a huge demand for equipment like computers, which is compounded by the fact that we have a lot of learners that are enrolled in our school, 1,800 to be precise. We then had to ask people like Bosasa to actually help us in providing those kind of equipment. They did not only provide computers, they also offered if we needed any assistance in terms of personnel, for training, that they were actually going to provide that if we needed that kind of a service.
It's a resource. It's a way of teaching. It's a way of teaching learners in a way that I couldn't teach before we had this technology. It's a way for me to record tests immediately to see where I need to reteach things. It's a way to illustrate learners concepts that I couldn't illustrate to them before. It's a way of illustrating or teaching them something that I'm doing in 5 minutes that I used to not be able to do in 45 minutes by showing them a video or an interactive video. So if we take a look at how I normally teach, what I do is, if you take a look here, I use Moodle, which is an interaction between the learners and me. So the learners have this on their tablets as well. They can do tests on these. They finish the test. I immediately get the results from there. I can have interactive programs on here. So if they go in, then they interact with the material that I'm teaching. And they're learning more because they're doing it themselves. They also, when they answer questions here, they get immediate feedback on how they are doing. So if they are getting it incorrect, they will immediately know they're getting it incorrect and that's the correct answer. That's what I need to correct my learning, or what I need to do to correct my teaching.
Educational Digital Resource Library also provides you with exam models, a digital library, message system, electronic timetable, and student portfolio. With the system implemented, it is easy to monitor students, teachers, and content providers. With this solution, you really do get the whole cow. A 100% digital educational solution for the 21st century, providing with so much more than traditional teaching.